All right, guys, check this out. I put these 33s from the limo onto the Cushman here, and I've already started to rub and mess up that fender. Kind of aggravating because if I don't keep these on here, you're gonna notice a little rub mark. Well, I've done it now. I really love the way these 33s and 18s look on this cart. Here's the passenger side. Notice the passenger side barely clears. Now, it's also not off-road, so I'm sure off-road it would rub a little bit. And even if I had to make like let's say a 1-inch block for the rear or a longer shackle, I could do that. But that's exactly what that is right there. What do you guys think? This is the entire thing there. Much taller. The 33s do not rub at all in the front, lock to lock. I think they look pretty good. This is just the RHOX BMF 7-inch if you're new to the channel. And yep, looks pretty good. So the main issue I'm having right now is the golf cart does not want to go into the garage there because it's rubbing on the roof. And when I say it's rubbing, it's only rubbing by like, I don't know, an inch or so. So I'm wondering, I understand these are fixed here, but I wonder if I could take these loose, drop this top one to where this one right here is, and if I have to drill another hole for this one down lower, I wonder if I could do that. It may rock the top back a little bit, you know, kind of like slant it down a little bit, but I think it would look a lot better. I might just try to give that a try here real quick. So I don't have the bed hooked up all the way yet. I have an air shock in here that I'm going to be using to manually or pneumatically operate the bed up and down. But I don't know, what do you think? I wonder if we can move these right here down to fit that. And if so, that's our main hurdle here, is where we can put the cart in the garage. And our second hurdle will be maybe just adding a little 1-inch block to the existing lift in the rear of the cart. Man, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I love that thing.
No video.
All right, so we just took those bolts. This bolt here was actually at the top one there, loosened it up, put it there on the bottom one. So I gained us about 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches there. We did it on both sides as well. And now, here, Brian, here, hold the phone.
Okay.
Now the cart goes into the garage just fine. I like it. I like it on 33s. How about you?
I do too.
Cool. I took a piece of this metal out of my scrap. It's a 1x2 box, 1/8 of an inch, and we're gonna make some lift blocks out of this. So we just need to make 2 lift blocks, drill a hole through it, get us a locating pin on one side, and throw it on the Cushman. Of course, we need to paint it and doll it up. I may or I may not cap the ends. I'm not sure yet, but that's gonna be today's plan. All right, we're down here up underneath the cart, and this is the stock lift block that came with the RHOX 7-inch BMF. Now, before I put this block into the cart, I welded on a piece of, I think it's like 2-inch, 1.5 inch by 1/8 inch flat plate, just to give this block right here more rigidity, so it would never crimp or crush or anything like that. Since the block was only bent at the very top, I wanted to give it an extra piece of support on the width there. But anyways, we're going to take us a measurement here. What does that say, about 4.5, Brian?
Something like that.
All right, so we're going to make this block about 4.5 inches long here. And I believe, let's check my over here. Yeah, That's a little wider than 2 inches between those two bolts here, so the lift block should fit fine in there. We gotta go find a bolt longer than this.
Not too much longer though, right?
1 inch longer. All right, we made it back from the hardware store. These bolts here are 8 inch. They didn't have a 9, so I had to jump to a 10. The problem with a 10 inch bolt here is once you have the bolt all the way down into place here, I don't have a washer up here yet or a washer down here yet. Once we put a 1 inch block here, we're gonna have a 1/4 inch gap of this bolt hanging down below this portion here of the axle. So we need to get something to accompany that 1/4 inch gap, probably just double up on the washers. So with that being said, we're gonna have to get washers. Also on the locating block, I didn't get a locating pin to go through the standard block here, and I need to do a pin as well. So, so we can't find anything. Put on the jack stand. Lift the golf cart up.
So you're gonna put the jack stand on the cooler.
Yep. This cooler needs some wheels on it. We're on the frame now. See here? This block will fit underneath the spring here.
Ah.
Okay. We need to get something to put on here, like a Allen head or something. Do you understand? And we'll put a nut down here if we can, tighten it up as much as we can. That way this block will fit into place there, and this leaf spring right here will slide into the top here. Does that make sense to you, son?
A little bit.
Okay. So by doing that, then the axle will be lined up, and everything will be lined up. That way, you ever seen the trucks going down the road and they're kind of like at an angle, they're dog walking? Usually when people jack things up, sometimes they don't align the hole and that nipple there into the block of the axle, so that's what happens. Now, I can pull this out, maybe. Might have to jack it up some more to do that. Nope. Okay, we're good there. So, one thing we could do, we could line this up and we could go get the other nut and bolt, or we could really just tack it to it. What do you think we should do?
Just tack it to it.
Okay.
Would that work as good?
Yeah, it'll work, just won't be able to remove it for anything. All right, so that is the block, and I have it welded up to the other block there. Just need to get some paint on it and throw it back in place. All right, Brian's about to pull the golf cart out. We want to see if it rubs across the top of the garage there. So I think it's just that one weather stripping piece that's hanging down.
That like black stuff right there?
No, that see that little piece of white that's hanging down attached to the garage itself? I think that's what's rubbed. There it is, guys. What do y'all think? She is looking super good, if you ask me. I'm gonna show you exactly what we did here. Put that block on top, 1 inch block. Did a 1 inch over here. We ran the bolts upwards instead of running them down. I think it just looks better, cleaner. And we got like a finger in there, which is, if you ask me, that's fine. I'm not gonna be worried about any more than that. And about the same on this side as well. Okay. I think that looks good. What do you think, son?
A lot better than it did.
Think we need to stick them 27s back on here?
No.
No? That other thing looks good.
I like it more than the blue one.
I do too.
Easily my new favorite golf cart.
Easily.
Easily.
Why is that?
It just looks the best.
I think we just need to sell this one and get us a side-by-side.
That would be cool.
Should we get us a 4-passenger or 2-passenger? Because this is sharp.
You gotta go with the 4. You can haul your buddies in there.
Okay. I got it. We need to finish on this one. Maybe we do some more tomorrow. All right.